Hey all, welcome back. It's been a long series of clips, so I'm not sure if you're all tired or if you feel like you're getting bored. Please visit whenever you have time and then continue that same freshness that you started with. So, we are going to continue with building the edges, and here we're going to follow some methodologies like DD or DDD and so on. And then again, see, the top is can be, this one can be UUU, capital U, small u, and another u, tilted u, got not, whatnot. So you can use all those principles, but the idea is again the same. Your top layer, this edge should be the distorted one for you to start with, and this is the edge, left hand side edge that you're going to build, and this is your edge from where you are going to move. And all you will do is you will match the colors from the left and the right, keep them in the position where you want to move, and rotate one at a time or two at a time, and move it to the top. Use the distorted edge and then replace them with the old. That's what we'll be doing. And as we go through it, when we have the parities, we will address them. Some of the times it will be like one piece having a parity issue. Some of them times it will be the edge itself having the parities on all those things. So we will go there, but right now we will focus on getting the edges. So now you see this red and white. So you have two of them built already. We need to fix it with two more items here. So once we fix it, this entire thing, or you can use a green by green. As always, I'll start with something like this, where you have the yellow and the orange. My best convention that I follow. So you see that here you have a white and a green. The green and a white is here. So bring it down. Since green is facing you and white is facing you, it is in the right place. If green is facing you, then it would be either here or here, which is incorrect. So in that case, you'll have to move the move that normally we do to swap it. Now it is in the right place. So all we need to do is move one piece. But keep in mind, when we are doing things like this, for your finger convenience, for your movement and your swapping convenience, you need not be so religious to use only this layer. Ideally, you want to move only this layer, but nothing is disrupted if you use the entire three, because it's easy for you to move, nothing more than that. You are holding these two because that is a formed position. This is where you want. Ideally, you want to move only this is what you want to, but you can do the entire three. What you are aiming to do is make sure that this is the place where you have the distorted one. Okay, when we start, everything will be distorted, but as we start building it, all the things will be solved on. So this is distorted and unsolved, this edge is unsolved. Keep this either in front of you or in the back of you, and at least one of the top edge should be distorted. That is the key. Okay, and it need not be this, because this is where you will be rotating. It cannot be left. It can be either this or even this sometimes. It's okay, but you should not have this here, because you'll be moving this and that will go down. Okay, so now you have the edge to be solved. Two of them are here, the third piece is here, and your distorted or unsolved edge is here. So you can move the three. As I said, the entire piece you can move. Only thing is the distorted edge will go here. You may have to pull it back. In this case, it is not, because you also have an unsolved edge here. If these are solved, then you will have to pull this back. But now you moved the again, let me just avoid confusion. I am moving the entire three of them. I formed the three here. What do? I need to preserve this. So move it up, move the top one with the U, bring it back, and then move the entire three back. Because you moved three, you should move three. So that way you are retaining all these centers. Now what you have achieved is, you have gotten three. The two has become three. You are looking for one more, which is where your green and white. Okay, it is here, right? So move this opposite and then bring it down. Now again, okay, let me do this other way, because I want to show you how this happens. If you may not be seeing this always. So you have the three solved. The fourth one is here, but it is incorrectly placed, right? It is here with the green facing you, left and the right. So that should not be the case. So if green is facing you on the left and the other side is white, the white should face you here and the green should face right. So what do? In such cases, we do an F, D, F prime R. So if you do this FDR prime F prime R, you will retain the three pieces, and the fourth piece will be a green and a white, which is in the right position. This is the right disposition for you to move this. So now you have solved the three. Hold the third and then keep it safe. Now move this, and again make sure that this one of these three is distorted. Now this is unsolved, so I'm good to move this. Mode here, and this is unsolved. I have formed the piece here, the edge here. Move it right and move this up. Okay, so this U will bring the unsolved position here, bring it back to the using a L, and then move this out. So this way you are actually restoring the center and you have solved this piece. Now the solved piece is on the top. Okay, now this is the unsolved piece. Let's look for blue or red and green, blue and yellow, green and yellow, whatnot. So you can look at, see, there is a, since it has four pieces, the options of you solving will be more. For example, here you can find one of the pieces here on the right, you can continue as it is. For example, I found the blue and yellow here. It could be a blue and orange, right? So one of these pieces, if it is the same as this, I can solve. So now all I want to do is I want to move the third piece and not this. So in this case, I ensure that the top is unsolved and I move this entire bottom piece, because the top too, anyway this is not going to be solved. So there is no point in doing this piece alone. I can rather do the entire, all the three together. It's easy for my fingers, right? And now you see that it is actually distorted, right? So bring it back, because yellow is facing you and yellow is facing you. This is not how it should be. So do a F D F prime R. So now what you have seen is the yellow is coming to the right and your blue is facing you, whereas blue is facing away and yellow is facing you. Now you can do a individual piece. Since it is individual layer, you do the third layer horizontally mode. So this is your 2 and you have formed it. Now you need to move it up, right, bring it back, and then move only that layer. So now what you have seen is the 2 that you have formed is already formed. Now you have to look for 2 more. Okay, and before we solve this, it's already 7 minutes, so I want to take a break and then continue on it. Your next piece is here, which I will move to the top. So I will, for the moment, I will just do this up. So you have the next piece. Now this is in the right position. What we will do is we will do this piece and then we'll take a break. So this again, this piece the same. Yours is a well formed, it is not fair. You bring the unformed or the unsolved edge here, then do the third piece. You have the third piece here. The reason why I'm doing that, you can do a third piece fully as it is, because it doesn't impact anything. You can do a third piece, 3 pieces as it is. It's up to you, right? You do the 3 piece and then move it up and then rotate, do using a U, bring it down and all the 3 pieces back. Now you have actually solved the third piece also. Now you see the third piece. We are left with one more blue and yellow, which is where here. I will solve this in the next clip. Thank you.